What is up, guys? It's TheMildOtaku bringing Dragon Ball Super episode 20 through 22 review. And I know it's been a while since my last Dragon Ball Super video, and I'm really sorry about that. I have really crappy time management skills, and I just been getting distracted by a bunch of stuff. I just recently started trying to get caught up on the last freaking anime season's new animes. Freaking, I started reading all these different mangas. Man, I just got caught up on all Boku no Hero Academia. And if you guys don't know what that is, that's a pretty cool new shonen freaking manga now that they serialized in Shonen Jump. It's barely at chapter 70 right now. And if you guys like the Dragon Ball franchise, freaking Naruto, One Piece, those kind of series, then I really recommend Boku no Hero Academia to you guys. But yeah, enough about that. Now let's get on to the review. Now in the beginning of episode 20, we have Frieza, brand new, freshly resurrected, right out of the freaking regeneration pod. And then we get some quick remarks about Frieza mentioning his time in the Earth's Hell. But when we picture hell, we usually picture the fire, the flames, you know, the whole deal, the whole shebang, freaking people getting tortured, that kind of stuff. But now Frieza's version of hell is sunshines, rainbows, fairies, freaking sunflower field, the little house on the prairie type of stuff, man. So yeah, we get that huge contrast between the two different versions of hell. An interesting thing to note is that Frieza did not kill Taguma. It's a surprising twist compared to how everything played out in the movie when Frieza just death beamed Taguma as soon as he's resurrected because Taguma's talking shit. So yeah, we're gonna see that fact is gonna be a major plot point later. Now after this, Frieza decides to train, and he's gonna take Goku a lot more seriously because he knows he needs to step up his game because he heard Goku just defeated freaking Majin Buu, and he said, and Frieza's dad, King Cole, had told him, don't mess with nobody. Look, you can go freaking conquer all the planets you want, just don't mess with these two people. Don't mess with Majin Buu and Lord Beerus, the God of Destruction, or you're gonna be screwed, man. So yeah, Frieza mentions it, how he's a prodigy, he never had to train his whole life, and you know, he's gonna take these 4 months of training and he's gonna try to go hard at the gym, you know how it is. Yeah, Frieza's gonna do some intense training at that galactic space gym, whatever type of gym he needs to go to. He's gonna get a 4-month subscription, and he's gonna go with it. He's gonna stay focused, and he's just gonna, his whole goal in life is gonna be just to freaking get his revenge on Goku. Now after that, we go to Goku and Vegeta sparring match, and where we find out that they're currently training to be able to keep perfect control over their ki and not let any of it leak out, so no one will be able to sense them. During one of their clashes, we see a burst of blue ki emit between them, showing us the initial glimpses of the Super Saiyan Blue's form as they're going through the training that will eventually lead them into the mastering of the form. Also after that, we just came up with some bullshit reason as to why he's been visiting Earth so frequently, you know, on Lord Beerus' behalf. You know, he just came up with that he's going to Earth on Lord Beerus' behalf, you know, pretending to be his food taste tester. We all know that's a lie. So yeah, Jackal finally makes his appearance, and it was pretty freaking funny how this played out. Freaking Jackal, as soon as he landed on Earth, the first thing he sees is Goten and Trunks. They're just out there playing on the yard, and then he goes ask them like, hey yo, does Bulma live here? You know, can you go get her? And then you know, they're being good boys, they go get Bulma, and then Bulma introduces them to Jackal, and then Jackal, the first thing he's like, these kids are Saiyans? Like, what the heck? You should have told me. Like, and then he completely changes the way he was talking to the kids before, and then he's just like, oh yeah, you guys can do whatever you want, please. You know, he's just scared of these Saiyans because he already knows Saiyans are supposed to be like some of the most evil, vicious, freaking barbaric species in like the whole galaxy. Man, he even lets them sink his ship, and he's like, oh, I don't care, you know, don't worry about it. But yeah, he's just there to inform Bulma that, you know, Frieza's showing up, and gather the team, you know, gather them boys, gather the Z fighters. We need them. They need to get ready to protect the Earth. And now we see that Krillin is currently a cop now that he gave up martial arts training ever since, you know, he got hit by Goku. And that just showed him that Goku, he's gonna be strong enough to protect the Earth without him and his help anymore. Krillin then gets his head shaved by arguably the best bae of the Dragon Ball franchise, Android 18. Krillin goes off to fight Frieza like a man, and he even tells Android 18 to have dinner ready for him because he will not be dying today. He will be coming back home. And then boom, Z Fighters reunion. Krillin goes off to pick up Master Roshi. Then he runs into Tien while they're out their way over there, Piccolo, and then Gohan. And then we got the squad here ready for Frieza's arrival. Now Dragon Ball Super episode 21. Frieza was a savage this episode. Frieza just kept traumatizing Krillin, you know, reminding Krillin of the past when Frieza killed him. And Frieza went as far as to put a hit out on Krillin. To any of the guys that could kill Krillin, he'll give them a freaking planet. A planet in the distant wherever. You know, because Frieza, you know, Frieza's that space pirate that he owns all these planets. Still, even though he did die, but whatever. But yeah, this episode had a lot of character development for Krillin. Krillin having to overcome his fear of Frieza or fight anybody just in general. Master Roshi had to give him that good sensei pep talk. That Krillin, he's laid witness to some of the most amazing battles that their universe has ever even had to face. Krillin was there when Nappa and Vegeta showed up. Krillin was there when Frieza, back in Planet Namek. Krillin was over there with the androids. Krillin was over there with Cell. Krillin, he did try to, Krillin tried to fight Majin Buu, but that didn't work out. He got eaten in the end, but who cares? That's another story. The point is, Krillin, these guys are fodder. These guys are not gonna hit you. They're trash. You can juke these guys all day, every day. It doesn't matter. Just get your head on straight, man. After Krillin reaffirms that he's got balls of steels, he just gets in this man, and then he just starts wrecking these fodders, causing mayhem, man. And after that, we see that Goku and Vegeta get sent to this unknown place by Whis, which could possibly be where Goku and Vegeta first mastered Super Saiyan Blue. And based on some events from episode 22, we find out that this place is somehow connected to the hyperbolic time chamber, because Goku and Vegeta did say that it's very similar to the hyperbolic time chamber. Time and space is distorted within that place. But what I'm actually thinking is that we sent Goku and Vegeta to a dimension that's between Universe 7 and 6. It's one of those pocket dimensions, and that actually what the hyperbolic time chamber in Up and Kami's Lookout is actually is that it's a pocket rip between that dimension that Goku and Vegeta are in currently and the Universe 7. Or that the hyperbolic time chamber universe is actually the first universe, the universe of origin, or the final secret universe, Universe 13 or something. Now back to Earth, and we know the Z Fighters, they're wrecking these guys, they're decimating these fodder guys. And Zorbit finally decided to bring out some of the bigger guns, and Shisami comes out, and Zorbit's like, this guy's the strongest, he's our strongest fighter in the entire Frieza army. And Togama, he was so salty from that comment. He was so salty. He's like, I ain't having none of that. But yeah, we saw that Shisami was about to go toe to toe with Gohan. Yeah, and Shisami just grabs Gohan a freaking big bear hug and freaking on some Bojack and Brawly style, man. He's just squeezing Gohan, and Gohan was about to snap and go Super Saiyan, and then he's gonna mess this guy up. And then boom, just right here in Gohan's center, he just gets blasted by Togama. And Togama was a ruthless ass motherfucker. He didn't give a shit about freaking Shisami. He just he did that. He took out Shisami just to get a fatal blow on Gohan. And Frieza, being the ruthless prick that he is, he respects Togama for that. But yeah, we all know that this was not gonna be the end of Gohan. Freaking Piccolo being the worried parent that he is, he rushes up to Gohan, forces him to regain consciousness, and then they shove the freaking senzu beam in his mouth. And then Gohan, he's gonna get back up, he's fine now. But then we get that big bombshell that Togama actually ended up being Frieza's special training partner, whatever the hell that means, for the 4 months that Frieza was training. And I honestly have some problems with this, because I really doubt Togama's species has the Senkai boost like Saiyans. I doubt this guy gets stronger every time he's near death. And we saw a little flashback that Frieza messed him up, and Frieza's like, go back into the regenerating pod, and then when you come out, we're gonna do this again. And that they just did that continuously for 4 months. But I guess I'm gonna have to glance over that, because we got Goten and Trunks, them Saiyan boys. Little knuckleheads, while they're playing in the yard, they send Taguma's key, and then they just rush over there, and they're about to join the fray. Now Dragon Ball Super episode 22. Man, Jackal keeps trolling, trying his best to stay out of this fight. He says that their team has 5 fighters, and Toguma's just one dude. It's like they should be able to beat him. And then Jackal's not counting himself though. Bulma gets all upset at that, and then that was pretty funny. Man, Taguma's a savage. He was able to rip off freaking Piccolo's arm and then just start pounding on him. For a second I thought he was gonna pick up Piccolo's arm and then start beating him with his own arm. But luckily for Piccolo, Gohan intervened and stopped Taguma with a ki blast. In that entrance though, Super Gotenks using Skull Bash on Taguma's crotch to keep him stunned for a good while. And just when I thought that Gotenks was about to go ham on Taguma, they defused, man. And what I found hilarious about this is that Frieza started to connect the dots. Frieza recognized Goten as Goku's kid, and with Trunks he felt a strange similarity to the Saiyan, the mysterious Saiyan that cut him to pieces and then killed him, Future Trunks. So I think Frieza thinks that Trunks is Future Trunks' son or something. When Frieza mentioned how annoyed he was that the Saiyans keep multiplying, I was just picturing Frieza saying like, damn, these Saiyans they just keep fucking like monkeys, man. They just keep popping them out, one after another. They be fucking all the time. Like, I was just picturing him saying that. And then after this, we get the long anticipated return of Captain Ginyu, man. He fooled Taguma while Taguma was still stunned on the ground. He wrote in kanji or whatever he wrote in the alien language, now that I think about it. Yeah, on the dirt. He wrote the word change, and then he tricked Taguma into saying change, and then he just swapped bodies, man. What surprised me about this was that Ginyu immediately joined up with Frieza, no questions asked. He just resumed his loyalty to Frieza like all these years hasn't even happened. I would have thought Ginyu would at least be like, nah, now that I've lived plus years as Frog, I think I'm out. I don't want to get involved with these guys anymore. Man, and all those hardships he had to go through living out his life as a Frog. Having to have lived as a Frog for 15 plus years must have really sucked. Unless you're this one, or those. Who knows, maybe in that kind of Frog. That Frog definitely looks like he knows how to party. So yeah, Captain Ginyu's practically as good as new. He still has that flamboyant attitude, even though Frieza even makes a remark at that he wish he could change that. He's still doing those special poses, and even though he's not used to Toguma's body just yet, he messes everybody up, and he starts wrecking Gohan, man. Even Gohan. he's throwing Gohan around like a ragdoll. But then Gohan says enough is enough. And he goes Super Saiyan and he drops Ginyu in 2 hits. And Frieza was so infuriated at the sight of Gohan showing mercy to Ginyu that Frieza even started having flashbacks himself of when Goku did the exact same thing to him and showed him mercy. So this brought out Frieza's frustration to the max. And this led to Frieza just spamming his death beam at Gohan. He just keeps shooting this guy. He's trying to make this guy suffer as much as possible right before he finishes him. But then on that final beam that's right about to hit Gohan and just end Gohan, Piccolo dashes in front of Gohan and he takes the hit for him. And this sent me into a flashback. So when I was a kid and I saw Piccolo sacrifice himself to save Gohan from Nappa's attack, and this sent chills down my spine when I saw this. This was such a big callback, man. To me, this is one of the most memorable DBZ scenes I've ever seen, man. I was actually even starting to maybe even tear up, man. To me, this was the scene that established and just proved to me that Piccolo is not the monster his father used to be. And yeah, that's the end of the episode. All I hope for in the next episode is Gohan, seeing at the sight of Piccolo like this, he goes into an enraged Super Saiyan 2 state and he forces Frieza to at least get off his freaking chair. I'm not even joking. Gohan better force this guy to get off that freaking chair. But yeah, from the preview for the next episode, Goku and Vegeta, they're gonna show up and they're gonna start fighting Frieza. And Frieza's gonna go into his final form. You know, final form. Next episode is most likely gonna be Gohan versus Frieza, the first half. And then Goku and Vegeta showing up in the middle of the episode. And then from there, it's just gonna lead and escalate into Goku and Frieza fighting it out, and then we'll see how many episodes this is. I just hope it's not 7+ episodes like how it was with Lord Beerus. So yeah, this has been TheMildOtaku. This has been my Dragon Ball Super episode 20 through 22 review or overview, whatever you want to call it, because I'm just talking about the stuff I deem that were the main focus of all the episodes and were the really important stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys have a great day. Comment down below what you guys thought of the episodes, any predictions you guys are gonna have for next week's episodes, or just the stuff further down the line, because I read the manga and the manga's really heating up right now with this freaking Universe 6 and 7 tournament. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, tell me how you guys felt about the episode. Rate the video and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'd really appreciate it. Catch you guys later and stay gold.